Hey guys, Rainan here. Welcome to my second video on the channel. We're gonna be discussing the upcoming changes for POE 2. Um, so I've been playing this game for more time. I'm close to the 400-hour mark. Currently at 396.2 hours. So played for a while, been having fun. So let's go. I have a kind of like a little list here that I want to touch. So, okay, so about mapping, and that's the first topic they touched. Uh, they are making the layouts better. Less cluttery stuff on the ground for maps like blooming fields, which is nice because they had like this. So the grass is green and there's like a piles of rocks and the rocks are also like kind of green. So they really blend pretty well, and suddenly you couldn't move and you didn't see these rocks. Uh, so yeah, that's a good thing. I think they are reducing a portion of the maps, like they're shrinking the layouts. I think that's one of the changes. I mean, pretty good. That's what we wanted. Um, yeah, on hopefully all those annoying maps are like a little bit more uh bearable, like Valve Factory, um, Seepage, um, Augury, all those maps. Hopefully, are a little bit more bearable. As I said, good change, always welcome. Another one of the topics was the towers, the tower layouts on the where you put your precursor tablets. Okay, so they're adding like uh three layouts, and I think three layouts, and they are changing the current one. So we're gonna have like basically four new layouts on the towers. That's a pretty good change. We appreciate the variety. Variety is always good. Although my opinion on this is just that um, even though we have new layouts, we're still going in there just to click a button. You know, just to click our mouses an extra time, right? It's just the thing is like I'm probably gonna still be using tier one waystones and just to run up to the end of the map and click my activate the tower as fast as I can, because I don't want to spend more than a minute inside that map, right? So I still feel like it's kind of like a little bit of a waste of time. I mean, sometimes there's an essence there, but man, uh, not really a big reward. Uh, the thing is like there's no reason. There's still for me no reason to do to kill them off or like do the layout and finish the map on the tower. Um, still feels like a waste of time. Some people might say it's not a big deal, but once you have done 300 towers and you have cumulatively spent 3 hours or more inside them, I feel like it's kind of like a little bit of a waste of time because you don't get anything besides like activating the tower, right? So as I said, for a lot of people, no big deal. For me, it's not a deal breaker, but it's still they have this still like annoying part to them. For me, just my opinion. I'm not gonna quit the game for that, of course. Uh, I don't know. I think they need to like reiterate in this system a little bit more, I guess. So, next topic is strong boxes. Strong boxes are gonna be less annoying. I'm gonna bring you guys the video to show you a little bit about this change, because um, they needed a lot of rework. So I'm just gonna bring the video here. Strong boxes. Okay, so basically we're gonna have the mobs are gonna be spawning way faster. Okay. Good change. Look, I mean, the mobs now spawn immediately. That's a pretty good thing. Also look at this guy playing warrior. Like, Jesus Christ. Uh, yeah. Um, Mobs are spawning faster. Less fog. The fog is less annoying. You see, like you can see all the mobs. Like sometimes they were in the fog and you couldn't even see them. And also they're touching a little bit the modifiers that the strong boxes have. Like some ones they have like this chaos damage projectiles around that they leave a trail and the trail expands. And some of them have the fire the fire bombs. So I think they're touching them a little bit more, which is a good thing. So overall, good changes. Although the only thing I would like to see for strong boxes, I know that's not really something that you can spec into on your atlas, but the one of the biggest reasons that makes me not do these strong boxes is just I need to spend currency and I need to spend time crafting the strong box, right? So, for example, like this guy, he has I think a magic strongbox, but I want to make it rare. So if I want to make it rare, I need to have in my inventory a regal orb, and so yeah, this strongbox needs an augmentation, a regal orb, and more exalts. So I need to have all that stuff on my inventory to make it rare. I usually go with I go around with transmutes and augments on my inventory, but I don't carry necessarily exalted orbs and regal orbs, right? So if I wanted to do this to juice this strongbox, I would need to go back to my hideout, um, go into my stash, bring some materials, go back into the portal, and start crafting my strongbox. So as I said, like I don't like to waste time while I'm doing my map. So when I see one of these strong boxes, if I don't have materials, I don't do it. So that's the only thing that's keeping me away right now from strong boxes. I wish we could spec on the Atlas to something that would make all the strong boxes rare. Let's say rare and corrupted, whatever, right? Like in POE 1. So that's what I would love to see. Okay? Like all rare strong boxes that I could spec on my Atlas. Okay? Um, Also, important things: improved visibility on effects like explosions and all that stuff. So that's pretty good. As you can see, there's like the in this map especially, the grass and all these flowers were like overriding the effects on this like ice mobs and stuff. So really appreciate it. We'll see what happens. Like there's this map called the Sand Pit, where if you have like patches of ice and you have a mob that has like this exact modifier, which is they spawn like they freeze, right? You couldn't see them. You can see them in the sand because they share like the same kind of like the same color, you know. So it was really annoying. So yeah, better visibility overall. So that's a good thing. You see how it's like noticeably way better indication, right? Yeah, you see the fire there. Let's just say that's way better. It's pretty good. Appreciated. Um, those were some of the things that I kind of wanted to see in this batch. So yeah, they did it. So yeah. Also, well, now that we're here, you can zoom out on the atlas. The atlas like way more. Also, a really appreciated change. I like I really wanna be able to like to pin things on my atlas. Like sometimes I just go in the atlas like searching for the citadels right now, and I just zoom into the towers and like go into a direction, and I leave some pretty buffed up maps, right? So I would love to pin them and like I don't know, have like a list of like, oh, here's like a good area for maps because they are like really juiced or boosted with quantity or quality. Sorry, rarity, quantity, and mob density, whatever. I would like to pin that. They said it will come up at some point, but for now we have these zooming out in the atlas, and also we have a really nice change. I don't know if they're gonna show it here, but you now can see um, citadels on the fog. So, for example, um, let me just go into my game. Yeah, now they're gonna have this uh, like a beacon. All right, so yeah, you go into your atlas. You're not gonna see it, but like inside the fog, like for example, if here's the citadel, you're gonna see like a wide spot there. Okay, so yeah, we got that. That's pretty awesome, pretty good. So now about the leagues. We're going through the leagues. The league stuff is cool. I One of the changes they're gonna implement is the um more simulacrum splinters, and they're gonna bring overall delirium to the to be as rewarding as, for example, um, breach, right? Because breach right now is really rewarding. A lot of mobs and stuff, high density. Yeah, a lot of drops. So yeah, delirium. Delirium is like yeah, the splinters are like really bad. Like the drop rate is really bad. So you guys, like, I'm on solo self found, and I've been playing this game for, as you guys saw, almost 400 hours, and I haven't really been farming or targeting delirium, but I just have 286, and I haven't done a single simulacrum. Okay, so this is really bad, and like I've already completed uh, the breach encounters the four times that I need to, right? So yeah, I would love to see, and I don't even want to start talking about the ritual one. I've never seen the ritual invitation at all. Um, like it is incredible. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm just having bad luck. Well, delirium, yeah, like splinters, they don't even drop sometimes. And yeah, like maybe so I found a lot of citadels. Maybe I'm not I'm the guy that doesn't found the bosses of the invitations, you know? Like I've been trying to get logbooks, and I key you not, guys. I've I've just done probably less than 15 logbooks throughout my whole gameplay. So yeah, it's really bad. And yeah, I would love to see more improvements of that on that, because like what happens is that it is so slow that yeah, you keep doing your maps and stuff, and at that point, at the point when I get to this bosses, my character is goaded, and I just delete them, right? So that's a bad thing. I don't want to see that. So yeah, about that, it's nice to have improvements on Delirium. I would love to not get pushed by the mobs when you break one of these mirrors. So I hope they fix that. Um, also a good thing. I think also they are improving expedition. They're giving us better rewards from vendors, better bases, I think. So we'll see about that. Because yeah, it's kind of lacking expedition a little bit. So I would love to see some improvements, right? Um. Also about the citadels. Okay, so the citadels are now gonna be spawning uh closer to our starting point. Okay, so just gonna go to my starting point. So people are gonna have more citadels, probably like already around here. You know, like not too far. You've already have done, I don't know, 100 maps or something. Like it depends on your on how you build your character. Maybe like you go into the end game, you're like super powerful and stuff. So yeah, that's a good thing. As I said, you would be able to see citadels on the fog, the like with the light beacon. They showed it in the full video. Um, Also about the last encounter. Um, so I mentioned in my past video that learning the pinnacle bosses was like having one chance to learn the pinnacle boss and like to have an attempt on a pinnacle boss was trash, right? Because like how can you learn the boss? How can you learn the mechanics if you have just one attempt, right? So they fixed this. Now when you first encounter a pinnacle boss, you're gonna have 6 portals. But later when you increase the difficulty, because for the people that are like just getting to the end game and stuff, like um, December was busy, holidays, family, and all the stuff, and you're now reaching level 60 something and stuff. You're gonna do your first few citadels, whatever. Every time you kill a boss, a pinnacle boss, for example, Breach, there's one of these notes that they add one more level to the encounter. So max level of Breach and all these bosses is like 82. So don't underestimate one level. It's noticeable. Unless you have a really powerful build. So yeah, what happens is that going back to the portal topic, every time when you increase the difficulty, every time you kill it, you're gonna have less portals. So probably on the second encounter, you're gonna have, I don't know, maybe 5 or just 4 portals. Okay, so yeah, I mean better rewards, higher stakes, right? Harder boss, better loot. So whatever, I think that's really fair. That's what it should have been, how it should have been at the start. So now you can actually learn the boss fight, and when you're fighting the boss at the higher difficulties, you already know the mechanics. So that's a pretty good thing. Um, then the other thing that they announced was unique buffs. So as you guys can see, I don't have the I need to buy the unique tab. Uh, I have all these uniques. A lot of them are gonna get buffs. So when you encounter them for the first time, it's gonna be a little bit better. So that's a good thing. Um, what else do we have? Oh yeah. So one of the other things that I mentioned on my last video was some mobs actually, like particular mobs. Let me see if I can find this in the video. They were oh okay. There we go. So some of the mobs were off screening you, like this guy here. He's casting this meteor, right? I don't know why is it not telegraphing the meteor for this guy right now. It should be telegraphing. But this guys could off screen you. So as I said, you would aggro. I don't know. You aggro a pack, and this guy is off screen. He would be casting his fucking meteor, and I don't know if you got 2 of them on you, they could one shot you. So that's a good thing. That's a pretty good thing. I really appreciate it, man, because I fucking hated this guys in particular. And yeah, I think oh yeah, this dude's also they throw less grenades. Okay, so this miners they throw less grenades. That's nice. It's a nice thing. Also, this dude's they would use corpse explosion. So yeah, like you would bring in the pack, that is off screen. You bring them in, few wolves, I don't know, whatever, spiders. You kill them, and once you kill them, this guy would be casting corpse explosion. So before you could move, you would get killed by the corpse exploding. So pretty good change. Nothing that is off the screen should ever kill you. That's pretty bad. So we appreciate the change, right? Another thing that they are changing. Apparently, there was a bug with rare items. When like for example, high tier items like tier 5 items were culling uh high tier modifiers for some items. For example, I think Jonathan on the video says gives an example about like bows and crossbows. Tier 5 bows and crossbows, they won't spawn like tier 5 attack speed, for example. Okay, so you would get one of those, and you would try to like get attack speed, and you couldn't, right? So that's not gonna happen anymore. Pretty good. And overall, those are the main changes. Also, I just want to touch on this topic a little bit about warrior. Not much though. They are buffing armor. So in the interview with DM and Gassy, I think Mark said or Jonathan said they were buffing armor for about like 15%. So I'm gonna show you guys like how much that is. So imagine like armor is here right now, like the lowest, dude, like trash. Okay, so now with this 15%, armor is gonna be like around here. Okay, so it's not really significant. We'll see. We need to see the patch notes. We'll see what happens. But I personally think it's not gonna be that much. It's gonna keep being irrelevant probably, and yeah, like if you can like if I can I'll show you guys my character for like I don't know a brief moment. I barely have armor points invested in my character because they are useless. Okay, armor is bad. Okay, so what I do is I have Cloak of Flame. Okay, so what Cloak of Flame does, it transforms 40% of physical damage taken and makes it fire damage. And I currently have 86% fire resistance. Okay, so I want you guys to understand this chest is for warriors. If you have like a build with like no energy shield or just stacking life or whatever, this chest piece is best in slot. Okay, that 40% of physical damage reduction, that conversion that's happening, sorry, is basically like having a character with like 30 or 40,000 armor. I'm not even kidding. If you have a warrior, if you're starting maps or something, and if you feel squishy, just get this chest piece. This is best in slot. Okay? Armor is bad. Armor is meaningless. Armor is, man. There's people like they're gonna cope and they're gonna say no, it's still useful and stuff. Like it's not. It's really not. Like, dude, I have like before this, my overall armor was like I don't know, almost 80% with all the modifiers like that are occurring behind, like more armor when you hit and more armor when you've been hit. Um, I had like almost 80% armor, and I switched to this chest piece, and I felt immediately way tankier. So what I do is just I have this physical to fire damage transformation, and I went for now. I'm gonna change this tree in a bit. For now, I have this nodes that are like blockchains, and 20 life on block. Okay, so basically that's what's been keeping me alive during breaches, during high density breaches. Okay, I like when the little mobs hit me, I'm top heal. I'm topped on my HP. Sometimes I would receive a big hit, and it would leave me like, I don't know, maybe half HP. I just press one healing potion, done. So yeah, like this is my only armor point, which is like defend with 200% from critical strikes, right? Um, yeah. So I have these block chance. Maybe I'll swap these to, I don't know, somewhere else. Maybe I'll use this ones instead of this one. I'll see to save some points, I guess. I don't know, to like, I don't know, not even save some points. Like just try something else. Maybe I'll just swap everything on my warrior and try fire damage. I don't know. But as I said, guys, this chess piece, Bench Slot, I think it's really cheap. Cloak of Flame, yeah, and I really hope that they fix armor, because I mean, dude, like yeah, like outside of warrior, you have like all this like armor notes and stuff, and like armor like in the end game doesn't really do anything. Like I'm gonna put my on the video description. There's Quiparian, that is he's an OG, discussing about this issue. He has like 3 videos, and he actually shows like the graph, um, on like armor and like how armor works. But basically, how armor works is just uh the bigger the hit, the less effective your armor is. So, for example, if you're hit by, let's say 200 physical damage, uh, your armor is gonna mitigate, let's say 40% of this. I'm giving you guys randomish numbers, okay? Just to explain how kind of how it works. So if you receive 200 physical damage, you're gonna mitigate 40% of this with like, let's say 30k armor. You're gonna mitigate a big chunk of it. But if you get hit for 5,000 physical damage, you're just gonna mitigate like 15% of that damage, even though you have 30k armor. Okay. So that's how it works. So the bigger the hit, the less effective it is. So that's why this chest is very, very good in that case, because like it's taking like basically like of that big hit, 40%, like actual 40% is being reduced from that hit. Okay, so that's a one-on-one reduction, right? So that's why armor is so bad in this game. So they're gonna be buffing it for 15%. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be minimal. People won't even, they're not even gonna notice it. So that's why armor is so bad. Basically, I'm gonna link, as I said, the videos on the description of Creeparian talking about this, because it's really important. If you want me to be a Titan, at least let me be tanky, you know, because every ability is slow, and yeah, at least let me tank some hits. Like for me, the only way has been life and block, and this chess piece. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe, all that stuff, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.